Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another playthrough of Mage Night. Today we're going to be playing as Tovak. We're going to do a Blitz Conquest and Arythea is going to be the dummy player. We've gone ahead and set up the unit offer, and from left to right it is Foresters, Udem Swordsmen and Peasants. And for our advanced action offer we have Maximal Effect, Crystal Mastery and Mana Storm. And then for our spell offer, we have Underground Travel, Underground Attack, Call to Arms, Call to Glory, and Fireball, Firestorm. So they're all set up. We now just have to draw up to our hand limit, which is 5, so 3, 4, and 5. And we get March, Concentration, Promise, Swiftness, and Stamina. So for tactics then, we have our day tactics, and I think here I probably want to try and go over this direction, maybe to the village and try and recruit possibly the peasants or the foresters, and then we can see what's in the mage tower and potentially have a go at that. So yeah, I think that's probably what we want to do on the first turn. So I think here I'll probably take planning. We should be able to power march to get to the village, or even just use those two, and then be able to use promise to get one of the units. So yeah, let's go with that. And the dummy player is going to take number 4, which actually we took, so we can't take that. They're going to take 3, so they're going first. Mana Steel is out of the game, and yeah, they're going to go first. So it's 1, 2 and 3. It's a white, so they have 1. They get another. We're going to play Stamina and March for move 4, which gets us to the village, and then we'll play Promise with the gold, which is influence of 4. And I think so we have a choice between the foresters and the peasants, and I think Forest, Hills and Swamps is reduced by 1. It's a block 3, but we get a block 2 and a block or an attack 2 with that. So I think I probably want to take this. It seems a bit more flexible, so we'll take the peasants. That is all we're going to do for this turn. We re-roll that. It's a red, so 2 reds and a green. We are drawing up to 6 because of planning, and we still have 2 left, so that's 5, that's 6, and we get Crystallize, Swiftness, Threaten, and Tranquility. I'm sorry, one more before we go. It's this guy, so he has an attack of 5, ice attack of 5, and he's ice resistant with an armor of 6. So over to the dummy player, 1, 2, and 3. So there's no green, so it's back over to us. So I think here we can probably plunder the village, which will take our reputation down 1. We'll get another 2 cards, and we pick up Mana Draw and Rage. So I'm thinking we could just go straight for the Orc, or we can try and take on the Mage Tower, which would mean, sorry, that shouldn't be, it should be like that. So that would be 3 wounds to hand. That's a pretty, but we could take out the Orc immediately in the ranged attack phase, which would allow us to level up, and then get one of the advanced actions from the advanced action offer. If we're going to go straight into the Mage Tower, it would be, we would have to go with, so we'd have move 2 there, we'd need another move 3. We could take it out with that and that, so that would be an attack of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, let's do that. So we need move 2, move 4, and then we can play, I think let's play green, red, we could block, we need fire block. Fire block. So we don't have fire block, so we're going to probably have to take the wounds if we're going in, so we can hold these two back, and then so let's move 2, move 4, and then we can play crystallize or crystallize sideways. No, let's play threaten sideways for move 5. So we're attacking. We are reputation down -1. We are going to take 3 wounds. So 1, 2, 3, straight into hand. Then we are going to play. Well, we could actually play mana draw. Actually, no, we can't. There's no white. Okay, so let's play concentration power with the green. That's 5 attack, and then we can play rage for another 2. That's 7. So that's enough to take him out, and that will be 5 fame. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We level up. He goes away, and this gets re-rolled to red. So that's pretty poor. Red gets placed back in the source. We have 3, 4, 5, 6 here. Yeah, let's leave it there, and then we get a shield token. We are getting a choice of skills, and we get this, I think it's motivation and night sharpshooting. I think I'm going to take motivation. So that should be, and the common skill offer is for Arythea is there. We can just so that's that. We get a choice of our advanced actions, so we can choose between maximum effect, crystal mastery, and mana storm. Let's see. So there's red in the source. I think I'm going to take mana storm. We'll refresh it, and we get pure magic. So that goes on top of our deck. We also get a spell for conquering the Mage Tower, and I think I'm going to take Fireball. Let's do that. So that's the end of our turn. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. So yeah, that's we don't draw anything because we're full with wounds. Dummy player 1, 2, and 3. It's white, so they get 1 more. And then for our turn, I think we can play. Let's play motivation. We'll get a blue crystal and draw 2 more cards. So 1 and 2, and we get mana storm and fireball. We can use the blue crystal on crystallize to gain a crystal of any color. We're going to gain a green. And we're going to use that green to power tranquility, heal 2, and then we can play let's play fireball for ranged attack 5, power with red from the source, to take out the marauding orc. That gives us a reputation of +1, fame of 3, so 1, 2, and 3, so we level up. And yeah, that's, we re-roll that. It's a black, so that's depleted. These go away. These get discarded. We're leveling up, so this flips over. We have 3 in hand, so planning triggers. We get another 3, 1, 2, 3, and we get instinct, cold toughness, and march. So yeah, that's the end of our turn. Dummy player 1, 2, and 3. Stamina, so it's blue. There is nothing. Over to us, we have 1 wound, march, mana draw, mana storm. So I think here we probably want to play mana storm. We will choose a red. We'll gain a red crystal to our inventory. and then we can re-roll this, and it is a red again, so not particularly good. We can play Instinct for move 4, and March for move 2, so that's 6 movement. We'll get 3 to there, and then actually no, let's go 5 to there, so we need 1 more movement, and we can use Cold Toughness sideways for 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. So we can go and explore. Let's that's going like that. So is that on the coast? It is, but that's oriented wrong. So it has to be like that. So we're next to a village. There is a keep there. And a white crystal mine, so that's the end of that. This gets re-rolled. It's a black. We're drawing up to 6, but we only have 2 left, so we get rage and stamina. Dummy player goes. They're going 1, 2, and they're going to declare end of round next turn. So we have rage, stamina, and mana draw. So we could move to, I guess we can move on to the crystal mine. Yeah, let's do that. So move 2 onto the crystal mine. 3, sorry, we need 3. I guess we can use that sideways. Yeah, let's do that. So we move 3 on there. We're going to get a white crystal at the end of our turn. They declare end of round. We can we can't do anything in here. Okay, so that's that. Planning goes away. We are going to re-roll the source. It's blue, green, and green. Replace the unit offer. So we get Udon Crossbowmen, Illusionists, and Foresters. I'm sorry, before I forget, we get another white crystal for ending our turn on the mine. Advanced actions, this goes there. These advance, and we get Frost Bridge. And then, sorry, the spell should have been refreshed as well, which would have been Mana Bolt. So Underground Travel, they're getting a green crystal into their inventory. These advance, and the new spell is Burning Shield. And then we shuffle up. So I think, yeah, let's draw up to our hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we get Cold Toughness, Threaten, Concentration, Tranquility, and March. And I think the tactics, so I'm tempted to go with Preparation, and I'd probably take, I think I'm going to take the Wound card into my hand, because we have Tranquility, so we can just immediately heal that, get it out of our hand. They're going to take Sparing Power, which is probably one of the ones I was hoping they wouldn't, so we're going to actually go first this turn. These go away. So first of all, let's play Tranquility to heal that, and then we can play Concentration, power it with the green, and along with March, gives us 6 movement. So we're going to explore here first for 2. So we get tile number 9, and that is a Mage Tower, which face down, and another keep, also face down, and then we have a dungeon there as well. So now we can either go for this Mage Tower again, another Mage Tower, or we can go up towards the keep, because we still have another 4 movement here. And I'm tempted. That's a tough choice. I mean, in the spell offer we have Call to Arms, Mana Bolt, and Burning Shield. but if we go up towards here, we can probably get another tile out. Those illusionists can be recruited in the Mage Tower, whereas the Utum crossbowman can be recruited in the keep. That is a tough choice. Let us. I think I'm going to go up towards the keep. So we played this for 4-6, so we still have 4 movement left. We'll go there, and that leaves us with 1. This should be refreshed from the last round. So we'll end our turn there. This gets rolled. It's a white. We're drawing up to 5, so 2 and 3, and we get Mana Storm, Stamina, and Swiftness. Dummy player goes. It's 1, 2, and 3. It's a blue. So back over to us. As much as I hate doing it, I think let's go for and try and take the keep on this turn. So let's flip motivation. We'll get a blue crystal. We'll get 2 extra cards, and the cards we get are March and Promise, so not helpful really. We can play Stamina, pair it with the crystal for 4. So we're moving in, we get -1 reputation, so we're down to 1, and we're fighting this guy, so 3 armor and 7. He is doubly fortified. So we can block him with Cold Toughness for 3, and then we could go for 3 there. Then we need 7, 3, 4, 5. Probably want to keep the influence cards. Although if we don't block him, we could wound the peasants, or we could block with the peasants and 1 card sideways, potentially march sideways. Then we could go with 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So so we've moved in. We're fighting him. Do we want to take a wound to hand? I think we'll take 1 wound into hand instead of blocking him. And then we can, although 3, we can power that with a white for ranged attack 3. We can use the peasants for 2, which is 5, and then we can play Cold Toughness for 2, which is 7, which gets rid of him. Gets us 3 fame, 1, 2, 3. Although if we block him for 3, then we get 3, 4, 5, 6, and I mean, I guess we can play I'm tempted to risk going with Mana Storm instead, but I think we'll block him for 3, so we won't take that wound. Then we can do 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So that would be 7 to kill him. So we don't take a wound. We discard all these. We are re-rolling this. It's a blue, so 2 blues and a green. That goes there. We get 1 shield on the keep, and we're drawing up to our hand limit, which is 5 + 1 for our keep, which is 6. So 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and we get Fireball, Swiftness, Mana Draw, and Rage. So that's our turn over with, and then dummy player is 1, 2, and 3. It's a white, so they get 1 more, and it's back over to us. And I think here we let's try and recruit those Utum crossbowmen. So they cost 6. We are at -1 in the reputation track, so we need 7. So we can power Promise for 4, play Threaten for 2. That will be 6, and then we can play Rage sideways for 7, which gets us the Utum crossbowman. This goes away. We discard these. and we are drawing back up to our hand limit, which is 5 plus 1 is 6, so another 3, and we get Instinct, Crystallize and Rage. Dummy player then is 1, 2 and 3. It's a green, so they get one more. We are going to, I think we should play, so we have no red there, so we can play Instinct for 2 movement, or do we want to play it for 4? If we play it for 4, we should be able to get a non-core tile there, and then a core tile here, which will give us an advanced unit. So let's do that. So let's play Instinct, pair it with this red for 4. So we are moving, or exploring here. So that's the first monastery. We also have an orc, which is face up, and then a dungeon and a magical glade, and then we have the red city. So this is going, where's the number? There. So we're right next to a Draconum, and that is, so this is going there. It's the ice attack, ice resistance, physical resistance and paralyze, so it's quite a nasty one. And then this guy is the same, and it's a red city. So red city is a brown, a purple and a white. So that's and all physical attacks are brutal, so that goes there. And we are left with these in hand. So we have a ranged fire attack 5 and a ranged attack 3. So if we can get a red crystal somewhere, we can actually take that Draconum out immediately, which would be very good. So we need to get a red crystal from somewhere. Let's play Crystallize, pair it with the blue, and take a red into our inventory, and then we can play Fireball for ranged attack 5 and Swiftness with the white for ranged attack 3, which gives us ranged attack 8, which is enough to take him out before the block phase. I think that's good. So these go away. White, 2 reds. This gets re-rolled. It's a gold, which isn't helpful at night. We got 8 fame for that, which takes us from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It gets us +2 on the reputation track, so we're now back in the center. We did level up. We have 2 cards left. We are getting a skill, a new skill, and the choices are between, this one is called I Feel No Pain. So once a turn, except in combat, discard 1 wound from hand if you do draw a card, or we get I Don't Give a Damn. So once a turn, 1 card played sideways gives you +2 instead of +1. If it's an advanced action spell or artifact, it gives +3 instead. I think we can go for, let's go for the wound. So that goes there, and then the Arythea skill is her influence one. We are still on our keep. We also get an advanced action, and the choices are Crystal Mastery, Pure Magic, or Frostbridge. So Frostbridge, we're not in, are we near swamps? No, so there's not really any swamps except for this one. And then Pure Magic, that is quite flexible actually. Let's take Pure Magic, I think. Because we reveal the monastery, we should also have an advanced action in the unit offer. It's Diplomacy. The advanced action offer gets refreshed with Magic Talent, and I think that is all we are leveling up done. So we are drawing up to our hand limit, but we only have 2 left, and it's Stamina and Pure Magic. So yeah, that's the end of our turn. We go on to the dummy player. It's 1, 2, and 3. It's a red, so another 2, 1 and 2, and then it's back over to us. So I'm thinking here we can potentially try and go for the dungeon on this turn with only 4 cards, and although we can't use a unit, so I think we would only be able to get, I mean, we could get a block of 7 if we needed to with pure magic, but then we could only get 2, 3 and 4 attack, not even 3 attack. So yeah, I don't think we'll do that. I think we can play stamina for 2, move 2, and we'll move there. Although if we head for the monastery, we might be able to pick up a good unit on the next turn, because the elite units will be out by next turn. I think we can. Let's end our turn here. We will be drawing up to 6 cards because we're next to our keep. We will have our motivation skill, so we can try and go for the monastery next turn, I think. Yeah, let's leave it there. So we can finish there, and then we'll go on, refresh this. Still have a monastery out, and the new one we get is agility. We're refreshing the unit offer with elite units as well. So we get, our first elite unit is Ultim Guardians, which can be recruited in a city. Then we have the Guardian Golems, which is Mage Tower and Keep. And then we have the Ice Golems, which is Mage Tower and Keep as well. Then we are advancing these, so they get Crystal Mastery, these advance. And the new one is Ice Bolt. And they're getting a white crystal into their inventory. These advance, and the new one is Wings of Wind. So white crystal there. We're shuffling up. So I've shuffled up, I've readied my units. I didn't re-roll the source. So we get a gold, and a white. So the white stays, and we re-roll the 2 golds. And it's a white and a gold. We're going to draw up to our hand limit, which is 5 plus 1 because we're next to our keep, so that's 6, so 4, 5 and 6. And the cards we get are Fireball, Instinct, Threaten, Tranquility, March and March. And the tactics we can choose from are Great Start, The Right Moment, Early Bird and Rethink. And I think here we can probably go for Great Start, so we'll take another 2 cards, and we get Rage and Crystallize, and the dummy player is going to go for number 1, so they're going to go first, so they're out of the game. We'll switch those over, and the dummy player is going 1, 2 and 3. It's a green, so they get 1 more, and then it's over to us. So I think here we can try and go for the dungeon. So let's play our motivation, draw 2 cards and get a blue crystal, and the cards we get are Rage and Concentration. So we get a blue crystal, we can use that with Crystallize to gain a crystal of any colour to our inventory. So I think we can, let's gain a red into our inventory. We're going to enter the dungeon. We are drawing a brown enemy. Night rules apply. So the enemy we get is this guy. So 6 physical attack, and he is fortified, unfortunately. So we could, well, we want ranged fire attack of 5 for sure. And then 6, 7, so that would be enough to take him out. So now we just need to generate some block, and I think we can, with the gold from the source, generate 4 block there, and then another 2 block there. So yeah, that's 6 block, and then we hit back with ranged fire attack 5, and let's we don't actually have to. We could use our red there for, so that's that blocked, and then use the gold here for attack to play concentration, which gives us attack 4 plus 2 is 6. So that will be enough to take him out, and we save our fireball, and we're left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards here in hand. So yeah, let's do that. So he's dead. These go away, red and blue. These are cleaned up. We re-roll this. It is a green. Goes back in the source. We are getting 5 fame for that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and we level up again. So that's that. So our hand limit is now 6. And yes, our reward for that is we roll a mana die. If it is a gold or a black, we get a spell. Any other color, we get an artifact, and it's a gold, so we're getting a spell. And I think I'm going to take, our choices are between Mana Bolt, Burning Shield, and Wings of Wind. And I think, I mean, with Burning Shield, we could possibly head over here and take this guy out. If we can get a red crystal from somewhere. Or we could just go with the Mana Bolt, and that will give us, so we have a white and a green in the source, so we would have ranged ice attack 6 if we wanted it, or siege ice attack 5, none of which are efficient against this guy. Because we already have a ranged fire attack of 5 here. So why don't we go with, I don't know how we're going to get a red crystal, but I mean, I think we still have mana, our mana card to come out. Yeah, we do. So let's go with Burning Shield. So we'll gain that. This shifts along, and the new spell is Flame Wall. So that's discarded, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our hand limit is 6 plus 1 for the keep we're next to, so that's 7. And we get Promise and Burning Shield. We should have a shield there. And then it's over to the dummy player. They go 1, 2, and 3. It's a white, so they get 2 more, 1 and 2. And then it is over to us. I think here, I'm probably going to try and pick up these the ice golems in our keep. So why don't we play the 2 marches for move 4. So we move back onto our keep. We can play Tranquility. Do we want to do that? We can generate 4, 5, 6. We need 8. I don't want to give these cards up, so I think we can use our peasants for influence 2, so that would be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with that white. So yeah, let's do that. We'll play Promise with the die from the source for 4. That's 5, 6, and then we have 7 and 8 from our peasants, influence 2. And we will recruit the ice golems. They come into our units. This gets re-rolled. It is a black. We're depleted. We have 3. And we are drawing up to 6 plus 1 is 7. So 4, 5, 6, and 7. And we get Stamina, Swiftness, Mana Draw, and Pure Magic. The dummy player then is 1, 2, and 3. It's a green, so they get 1 more. And then it's back over to us. I think here we can actually go and take on these this Draconum. So if we play Swiftness for move 2, Stamina for move 2, we move into the I think it's a Wasteland. So that's a move 4. We get to reveal what's in the city first. So we have these 3 enemies. So physical is brutal, so this guy's going to be brutal and poisonous. This guy is paralyzing, he's also brutal. And then we have a cold fire attack, which is brutal and poisonous. So quite a nasty array. Here we can use mana draw, pair it with a white from the source, take a white die from the source, and we'll set it to red. So we get 2 mana tokens of that color. We are going to play Burning Shield, pair it with the red, so fire block 4. Sorry, we're engaging this guy. Fire block 4, that's efficient against his ice attack of 6, so we need another 4 physical block to block it, so we can use Udum Crossbowman for block 3, and let's use Ice Golems for block 3. So that's more than enough to block him. It was used as part of a successful block, so we get fire attack 4 for that, so we need another 3 fire attack, which we can use Fireball for, ranged fire attack 5, so that takes him out. That's 8 fame, so we go from 24 up to 32, and we get a +2 bomb, so we're now at +1 on the reputation trap. That goes there, this gets cleaned up. The red does not get rerolled, but the white does, and it's a red, so we have 2 reds and a green in the source. And we're left with Pure Magic and Tranquility in hand. We're next to a keep, so we draw up to 6 + 1 is 7, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we get Cold Toughness, Swiftness, Stamina, and Mana Storm. And then it's over to the dummy player, so 1, 2, and 3. And it is a blue, so they do not go again, so it's back to us. So I'm kind of thinking we could maybe go for this dungeon here, but it would require us to play Swiftness and Stamina for move 4, which would leave us with these cards in hand. And we only have 2 reds and a green in the source, so we could have an attack of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 potentially, if we do attack, but that would leave us with no block. It would be enough to take out all of them except for the paralyzing enemy, which we would need to block. But if we stay where we are, we will draw up to our over our hand limit on the next turn. Let's risk it. So we'll go there for 4. We're 2 away from another level up, which would give us quite a nice advanced action. That's a bit of a dilemma. The dice source is a bit crap. We can play Mana Storm. Before we move, let's play Mana Storm, and we will take a red, gain a crystal of that color to our inventory, and then we re-roll this, and it's a blue. So does that change things? It could actually. It could. So let's play these 2 for 4. That would leave us with so we could get to an attack of 7, 8, 9, and in the worst case scenario we could block with the blue and get to an attack of 4. So I think, yeah, let's enter the dungeon. So we'll play those 2 for move 4, enter the dungeon. We are drawing a brown enemy, and it is this guy, so he's brutal, physical attack of 5 and armor of 5. So if we let that go through, we will take 3 wounds. We could heal 2 of them, or we could block it with that blue, which would block it for 5, but then we can play a red for attack of 4, so we've blocked it with that. Red is attack 4 for Pure Magic, and play that sideways for an attack of 5, so that takes him out. And yeah, we'd more than enough, so it's Ice Block 5 +1 for the brutal, so that's 6. So he's gone. This goes away. we are getting a white in the source. We have nothing left, so these get discarded. We are going to get 4 fame for that, so 1, 2, 3 and 4, so we're leveling up. That goes there. We get 2 skills, so it's reduce armor or cold swordsmanship, so shield mastery and cold swordsmanship. And I think given what we're facing, so that one, cold swordsmanship, or once a turn we can block for 3, ice block 2 or fire block 2. So we have 3. I think we can, why don't we sorry, no, this is choose an enemy token, it gets armor -1 for each resistance it has, so that would only be armor -1 for him. So I think we can take the cold swordsmanship, which gives us ice attack 2 or regular attack 2. So let's take that. That goes there. The common skill is the flexibility one for Arythea. We're going to get a I think we're going to take Ice Bolt here. Yeah, that'll play well. And then we also get our reward, so we're rolling a dice. Gold or black is a spell, anything else is an artifact, and it is a blue, so we're getting an artifact, choosing between 2, and we get Banner of Glory and Banner of Courage. So Banner of Glory, we assign it to a unit. The assigned unit gets armor +1 and +1 to any attacks or blocks it makes. Whenever this unit attacks or blocks, fame +1. If we break it, the units we control get armor +1 and +1 to any attacks or blocks they make this turn. So that's all the units. Or Banner of Courage is assigned this to a unit you control. Once a round, except during combat, you may flip this card face down to ready it, this unit. At the beginning of a round, flip it face up again. If we break it, you may play this any time other than combat to ready all units you control. Let's go with assign this to a unit you control. Let's go with Banner of Glory. I think we'll probably almost certainly be breaking that next turn. The advanced actions get replenished. It is learning. So yeah, that's the end of that. We have leveled up fully, and this gets discarded, and we draw up, and it's Ice Bolt and Banner of Glory. Dummy player goes, it's 1, 2, they're going to declare end of round next turn, so we can play that for a blue crystal to our inventory, and that is all we're going to do. We're going to discard that, they declare end of round, that's that. We should have a shield token here, and then we are discarding these, so that's a gold, goes on the bottom. This gets discarded to the bottom of the regular units. This also gets discarded, and we are refreshing that with 1, and it is Firebolt. That would be nice to have going into the final battle. Then we are getting 1 elite unit is Amatep Gunners, 1 regular unit Uton Crossbowmen, and 1 elite unit Ultim Mages. So that's the unit offer replenished. We are refreshing the dice source as well, and it is a red, a black and a blue, and this goes into the dummy player deck. These advance, and the new one we get is training, and then they are getting a blue crystal into their inventory, and these advance, and the new spell is restoration, and then we are shuffling up for the dummy player. So that's that. We refresh our units and our skills, and we draw up to our hand limit, which is 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we get March, Pure Magic, Concentration, Ice Bolt, Burning Shield, and Fireball. Okay, and our tactics then that we can choose from: Midnight Meditation, Long Night, from the Dusk and Mana Search. So I think I'm going to take Midnight Meditation. I need a bit more movement to try and get closer to the city. I want to get in here because it'll be next to my keep. So I think I will put those 3 from Mana Search, and then we can shuffle those back in. And we take another 3 at random, and we get 1, 2, 3. And the cards we get are March, Cold Toughness, and Promise. The dummy player is going to take number 3, so they're going to go first. Those are out. So they're going 1, 2, and 3. It's blue, so they get 1 more. We're going to play 2 marches for move 4. We move back in there. And then I think we're going to discard our Promise as well, and keep these 3 in hand. We're drawing up to 6 plus 1 because our next to our keep is 7, so we have 3, so we need another 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and we get Banner of Glory, Crystallize, Rage, and Stamina. The dummy player then is 1, 2, and 3, and it's a red, so they get 2 more, 1 and 2, and then it's back over to us. So for our turn, I think I'm going to play Motivation, get a blue crystal or blue mana token, get 2 cards, and we get Swiftness and Concentration, which could actually be very useful. So I think we're going to assault the city. So we're going to play Stamina for move 2, which decreases our reputation. We are assaulting the city. These 3 are the targets. And I think here we will play Crystallize using this blue, and we'll gain a red to our inventory. We are going to, so that's that. We're going to break the Banner of Glory. So units we control get armor +1 and +1 to any attacks or blocks they make this turn. Fame +1 for each unit that attacks or blocks this turn. So we'll put that there to remind us, so all units have an increase in armor. So for that, I think we're going to assign the damage from this guy to the Ice Golems, which are physically resistant. They have an armor of 4 +1, so that's that taken care of. Then we can play Burning Shield, power it with a red from the source for fire block 4. And then we can also use the Utum Crossbowmen for block 3, which is actually block 4 because of Banner of Glory. That will be a total of block 8, which is enough because it's inefficient, so we need block 8 for that guy. And then we can play Cold Toughness, power it with this blue for block 5 +1 for each ability. So that is block of 6 for this. So he's blocked as well. So everything is blocked. And then we can... So we're getting fire attack of 4 from there. We're going to get that fire attack of 5 from there. So that's 9. We can get... we can group all these together, I think. So then they will share physical resistance though. So if we go with fire attack 4 and fire attack 5 to take out this guy, he's gone, and then we can play 2 attack from there, 2 from Rage, that's 4 in total. We're missing a white for this, unfortunately. So that will be him gone, and then we're left with this guy. So I think we can probably come back in the next turn and hopefully take him out in the next turn. So yeah, that's we're going to get 2 shield tokens on the city for that. These 2 are dead. These go away, red and blue. That's gone. This is gone. This is getting re-rolled, and it is a black. This is gone. These are used. That is still available. We're left with 2 cards in hand. This refreshes, and we're getting 5 plus 8 is 13 fame, so we were on 36. We're going up to 49, so we level up again. These go over there. We are leveling up. We retreat back outside the city, beside our keep, and we have 2 in hand. We have 6 limit, plus 1 is 7, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The cards we get are, these should be gone as well, sorry. The cards we get are Swiftness, Rage, Instinct, Stamina, and Mana Draw. And then the dummy player gets to go, and it is 1, 2, and 3. It is a blue, so they get 1 more, and then it's back over to us. And I think here we will go for the city again, and I think we can play Stamina, so this takes us back down to the middle. We are attacking. This comes down, so we need to defend for 5. We no longer have the boost to our units, so if we want to avoid a wound, we're going to have to block. And I think we can use block 2 from Instinct, block 4 from Rage, and play Swiftness sideways for block 5. So he's blocked, and then we can use the blue from the source to power our Ice Golems for Ice attack of 6, which takes him out. We also have that for attack 2. So yeah, that's him defeated. That is another 4 fame, so 1, 2, 3, 4. He disappears, we get another shield token. This goes away, and we are drawing, or we're re-rolling that. It's a green. We have 3 cards left in hand, and we get 1. So we have 6 plus 2 is 8, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we have 1 more turn, and then we can go on to final scoring. So the cards we have are Concentration, Swiftness, Mana Draw, Threaten, Pure Magic, Mana Storm, Tranquility, and Ice Bolt. And for this turn, I think it's probably just going to make the most sense to try and get an artifact. So we can play Concentration and take a white crystal, or mana token. We can use that on Mana Draw. So we take a black, the black, and we can set it to white, and take 2 whites. And we don't re-roll that when we return it to the source, and then we can use 1 of the whites on Mana Storm, re-roll all dice in the source, and we can use 3 extra. So we get a white and a green, and so we can play Ice Bolt, gain a blue crystal, which we can use to power Pure Magic. We would use a white to pay and get 7 influence, plus 2 from Threaten is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's enough to get us an artifact. And our choices are Emerald Ring or Horn of Wrath. It doesn't really matter. So we put that back there. And then we have just these 2 left. So yeah, that's all we can do here. Those go away. These get discarded. And that is the end of the game. So now all that's left is for, that should be used as well, final scoring. So I will sort these cards out, and then we can come back for final scoring. So we've sorted them into the basic cards, advanced actions, spells, and our artifacts. So for spells we get plus 2 for each, so that's 4, and then we get 5, 6, 7. For the advanced actions, 2 for each of these, so 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's another 11. We finish on 53, that takes us to 64. And then we have no crystals, we're getting 3, 4, 5, 6. So that takes us up to 70. for each site. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8, and I think that's all. So we're going up to 78 for that. That included the dungeons we took as well for that. We have no wounds, and then we flip that over and we're getting plus 10 per conquered city, so that's 1, so we're going up to 88. 15 if all cities were conquered, which they were. That's 98, 103. Plus 10, that doesn't apply. Plus 30 for each unplayed round, there were none. Plus 1 card for remaining in the dummy player, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we go up to 109. And then plus 5 if the end of round was not announced, which it wasn't. And that is 114. So yeah, that's the end of the round, or the end of the game, sorry. Yeah, let me know in the comments what you thought. I thought we got off to a pretty good start getting this this mage tower. That got us an early spell. Then we were immediately able to use that to get the orc. We spent a bit of time on the crystal mine, which was helpful getting those crystals. Getting that mage, or that keep, was pretty good. We got a bit lucky here, being able to take out the enemy in the dungeon for quite. I think we only had 4 cards to do that with, and obviously no units. So yeah, that was a good game, I thought. Pretty interesting. Again, let me know in the comments if you have any thoughts. I will get back to you. Otherwise, I think that's going to do it for today. Thanks for joining. Hope you can join again next time.